leadership, ladies and gentlemen, is simply a myth. A media creation which has not stood up to public scrutiny. But something tells me that based on the recent public utterances, I have noticed that based on 3 consecutive weekend articles, a journalist seemed to have gone back to work. And it would appear as though some fences have been mended. It is my belief that we are on our way to seeing a Negro crack turned into a night of St. Andrew. It is my belief that's how they operate. We are being led by a Prime Minister whose only stated vision for our country is to see a vehicle parked next to every house. And now that he has partly gotten his wish, he's struggling to widen the highway and build flyovers that will forever change the landscape of this beautiful country. Is that what we want, Barbados? This Prime Minister who gave our law enforcement officers a wonderful morale booster by telling them they are not special, yet his safety is entrusted to them. A Prime Minister who benefited significantly from the public sentiment of let me give the poor boy a chance, who then turned around and said that we should stop lamenting about the poor black man this and the poor black man that. A Prime Minister under whose watch we have had to turn to faraway lands to recruit nurses for our premier health facility, the Queen Elizabeth Hospital. A Prime Minister under whose watch we are struggling to fill the ranks of our police force. A Prime Minister under whose watch the prison population keeps rising at an alarming rate. Ladies and gentlemen, a clear indication of government's failure in educational and social policy. The Arthur administration has demonstrated a callous, disrespectful, and dictatorial approach to governance. They, through their ill-mannered public behavior, have contributed significantly to the moral decline of our society. They have systematically destroyed small business in this country, from street vendors to water sports operators to reconditioned car dealers, supermarket owners as well. They are the most corrupt bunch of whatever Thompson has called them, who have ever governed this country, and must not be returned to office. Incapable of taking us forward. So the lack of vision, lack of accountability, and lack of transparency. I want to remind you that the performance of a government dictates the mood of a country. And ladies and gentlemen, you know what the current mood is like. We now have a restless, angry people who feel alienated in their homeland. A people whose desire to purchase land may never ever be realized based on the path down which this government has taken us. The future of our country is at stake. Yet Arthur and his gang, with their selfish, inexcusable absorption in their personal affairs, have the colossal effrontery to endanger it. Ladies and gentlemen, that effrontery is a fairly big one. And when preceded by colossal, it makes it even larger. The gentleman coming after me has a lot of big words, so I had to juggle it aside for myself. I implore you, therefore, to act as the jury in this case. The people of Barbados versus the Owen Arthur administration. The evidence is overwhelming. You have been witnesses in the crime. Now with your exes, you must return a unanimous guilty verdict against them on election day. I